Signs are mixed, but Brazil may soon resume growth. The clouds are still moving and they do not allow a clear reading of what is ahead for the Brazilian economy. With mixed signs, no one risks an answer to the key question, when Brazil will finally get out of the quagmire in which it is stuck and resume growth. The impression tourists get when strolling in the country's towns is still one of recession, plenty of empty stores, lots of available office spaces offered for rental. It is also perceived that public and private spaces and buildings are not as well cared as before. This shadowy urban view has to do with the sector of services, that is for a long time in a downward trend. It started 2017 as badly as it ended 2016, with shops and offices closing, with orders and jobs falling. Companies hold some hope for an improvement in 2017, but concerns about the speed of this recovery limit confidence. The figures on unemployment are particularly frightening. The unemployment rate in Brazil rose 34.3% in only 1 year, January to January, and today reaches the figure of 12.9 million people. It is also clear that money is not yet circulating with the necessary speed, what affects not only households and business, but also the public sector. States and municipalities are facing serious financial difficulties, some of them seeming to be at the brink of chaos. The situation of Rio, result of years of profligacy and irresponsible management, is particularly sensitive. These are some visible signs of the reality hidden behind figures and statistics. Brazil's GDP reached $2.6 trillion in 2011, and in current dollar value it had declined to $1.5 trillion at the end of 2016, estimated. Per capita GDP declined from $13,237 in 2011 to something around $7.900 in 2016, taking into account not only the variation of production levels, but also of the exchange rate. But not everything is gloomy. Some economic results suggest that Brazil's battered economy may be approaching a recovery phase. At the onset of 2017, signs of improvement emerged in many areas, with the industrial production indicator showing a rise of 2.1%, Jan. 2017 over January 2016, the first positive result in 34 months. In the external front, also some good news. Brazil current account deficit shrank in January more than expected. Foreign direct investments are robust, and end the month they reached $11.5 billion, more than $2 billion above forecasts. In the trade front, a surplus of $4.5 billion was posted in February. In the 2 first months of 2017 trade surplus reached $7.2 billion. In agribusiness things are doing well and it will probably register record figures in 2017, with a supercrop of grains that are already advanced in its harvesting. Inflation also is back under control, what will allow the central bank to accelerate the pace of Selic, short-term basic interest rate, cuts at the meetings in October and November. The Monetary Policy Committee, COPOM, made 2 cuts in the Selic, of 0.25 percentage points each. In January and February, the downward pace per meeting jumped to 0.75 point. On Thursday, too, with the release of the minutes of COPOM of February, the central bank left the door open for another jump, maybe with cuts of 1 point in the next meetings. But economy is only one part of the game, and maybe not even the more important. Attention now must be focused in what happens in Congress, where fundamental reforms are being discussed. Pedro Luiz Rodrigues is publisher and chief executive office, CEO, of Brazil Monitor.